Good morning. How the fuck are you badass motherfuckers doing, man? I'm just out here getting ready. Have an amazing day today. Got an amazing day planned. We Sunday morning. I'm getting started a little bit early. Sunday fun day. Hopefully some of you motherfuckers got some plans to get outside, not just watch other motherfuckers work. Man, beautiful sunrise. How many of you motherfuckers actually get out there? Get outside, man. Skiing up in Santa Fe. Ski Santa Fe today. First time this year, man. That's the first time I'll be skiing at my little home basin and shit, man. Like probably fuck 30 years, some shit like that. But I'm just out here, just want to come outside, start the day with some fresh air. Man, you guys should see this sunrise. Fire in the sky, man. You got the snow, we got the fire. It don't matter. I was just thinking today, man, about just everything. Gratitude, man. We're coming up on the finish of the first month. We got one more day tomorrow, and then we into February. But man, I'm grateful. I'm a grateful motherfucker for all you guys that have been checking in, listening to this message. I don't think you guys realize, man, how meaningful that is to me. And I'm putting out a message, and it's really just my truth, you guys. It's really just my truth, man. I'm gonna share that with you one more time. It don't even do it justice. God, man, it don't even look that great on the camera, you guys, compared to this real life shit. You might even want to ditch me for a few minutes, man. Go outside and enjoy this sunrise. If you're here in Santa Fe, it's a beautiful thing, man. Um, but I just been in a real spirit of gratitude this morning. Just very grateful for everyone that's been logging on and just listening to this motherfucker, the drunk motherfucker. I'm over here celebrating, commemorating 10 years of sobriety, you guys. In this story. And the story's what? Me. It's me. It's all my fuck ups. It's everything, man. And I think this message caught a lot of you motherfuckers by storm. I know it's definitely the way I present the message, right? There's a lot of vulgarity in it. It's very explicit, and it's because my life has been it's been a battle. This life has been a motherfucking beast. It has tried to do everything to destroy me, everything to put me down. And for whatever reason, man, we all have this spirit inside of us where we keep going, right? The stress, the anxiety, the failures, they're either the death of us, guys, or it's really the thing that fuels us to just have some hope, man. That if it's bad, it can always get better, right? If we're at the worst rock bottom, man, there's always some hope for something better, and that's really what I'm doing my best to convey to everyone that's been tuning in here, right? Is I believe in you. I believe that you are capable of amazing things, you guys, regardless of what you've been through, regardless of where you find yourself right now. I mean, if you're in a great place in life right now, man, that's like, appreciate every second of it, you guys, and share some of that, right? Share some of that greatness. If your life is just really in a good place, right? You really are in a good place mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. But the reality is a lot of us ain't even near that. We're not at that place, right? We're not there. God, man, this is an amazing sunrise. Pup wants to get in. One more view of that, man. Shit, this whole sky just lit up. That's probably like a one in I don't know. I always look at them. That's probably like about a one in maybe 100 sunrises. As beautiful as it is this morning, one in 100 days, you get one like today. That means it's gonna be an amazing day, guys, and I hope that you'll make the most out of your day. But most of us aren't on fucking solid ground, right? Again, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, right? We're just, man, coming through all this bullshit with COVID and this pandemic and how that is like uprooted so many people's lives, man. So many of us have been mentally and emotionally and even financially rocked, right? By what the fuck went down and what's still going down. This shit's still going on. And I know a lot of motherfuckers are just, they're hurting. You guys are hurting. A lot of you guys are hurting silently, right? And it's, it sucks when you don't have a network of people to share your pains with, to share the hurt with, the shit you're dealing with internally, right? It comes out externally, right? It comes out in our codependency and in our relationships, right? Usually the people that are around us, they gonna know what the fuck's going on. They can at least feel it. They know something's off, right? And it took a lot for me to get to this point, you guys. Every fucking day, every day, no excuses, man, right? It's not like I don't got a life. I don't got other shit going on, and I got some amazing things going on. And that's really been the whole message, is just this total life transformation, right? I'm not just trying to specialize in sobriety, right? I know I'm the drunk motherfucker. That's how it is. And I know that this year I'm going to be celebrating 10 years. July 22nd, 2022 is going to be 10 years of sobriety. And that's a huge thing for me because I know how fucking codependent I was to alcohol for so many years. Everywhere I went, all I want to do is get drunk, you guys. Everywhere, every fucking where, right? And then, having the expiration of a 21-year marriage in the last 2 years, that's been transformational, right? So the amount of learning and education and that professional development, that personal development that I've spent on really just trying to redefine, to re-understand, to assess what relationships are all about, right? And how do I show up for relationships, whether that's friendships, family relationships, work relationships, and clearly the most significant ones that we all cherish are intimate relationships. And man, I really realized that a lot of the dysfunction and the toxicity that I brought to the table, that I showed up with in a lot of my intimate relationships, was based on trauma. Shit I had fucking dealt with as a little kid. I didn't even know this shit was affecting me. I just thought, the people I'm with just think I'm a fucking asshole. And I'm over here with a total sincerity, right? I don't like to play fucking games when it comes to relationships. I'm not a fucking player. I'm a real man. I really care about connection, deep connections, commitment, loyalty, faithfulness, not all this other bullshit. And so it always hurts, man, when there's something messed up about you and you showing up because there's a feeling, right? You got this feeling about somebody in this situation, and whatever happens, man, there's a dynamic that just it's toxic, and it leaves you causing someone pain. You're getting, you're being hurt also. And it's just such a painful process. Relationships can just really strip us of ourselves, of who the fuck we are, you guys, because we want to be accepted, we want to feel loved, we want to feel lovable. And a lot of us, because we've carried around a lot of shit like this drunk motherfucker, we feel, I carried around so much guilt and shame for so many years, you guys. And I felt like such a failure. I felt like a fucking piece of shit, like I'm a failure. And I really internalized that. I personalized that. And regardless of how much work I've put in, guys, like I knew from the moment that I got released out of here that I had to start making some really drastic changes in my life. And number one was fucking leaving alcohol. Like it was done, man. It had done everything but kill me, right? And leave me fucking, incarcerated, right? But everything else, man, emotionally bankrupt, just rock fucking bottom. And it took me really saying, you know what, enough's enough. This is it. I'm done. I'm fucking done, man. No more bullshit. And then I had to go get right with some people. I had to go and seek a lot of forgiveness and a lot of fucking humble pie, man. And it was genuine. And, you know, not everybody gave me a hug and said, "Oh, I forgive you." I had some motherfuckers say, "Fuck you, get the fuck out of here. We hate your ass. You're a piece of shit." And, you know, you can't control how other people feel. And that's the whole thing with these relationships, man. And so I just wanted to spend a little time reflecting this morning about how grateful I am for this relationship that I'm building with the It's All On Me motherfucking badass community, that are people that are tuning in here and listening to this message, right? It's not for everybody. That's you know, very upfront. This message, I am not trying to connect with everybody. I really believe that we all have something special inside of us that only we can bring to the table of humanity. And this is my thing right now. And the tone I bring, the passion I bring, it's because, you know, that is what it is manifested on the other side of all the work, you guys, all the tears, all the therapy, all the hours of therapy, and the self-examination and the discovery. And, you know, it can be overwhelming because, again, you know, we're coming with, you know, this full embodiment of just truly transforming my life. I mean, I literally from the ground up, you know, I had to remove the shit that was fucking me up. Alcohol, had to remove the alcohol. Then I started having to pay off that karmic debt, right? When you do someone wrong, you got to get right with them, right? And that shit doesn't always come easy. So I had to start just like doing that soul searching and cleansing my spirit and you know, figuring out my energy. And then, you know, just having those opportunities to go back to school and finish up, you know, 3 motherfucking college degrees, you guys. Like, holy shit, man. So many blessings, so many fucking opportunities, you know, once I started to change my mindset, to change my focus in life, right? Because I was chalking up pain. You know, a lot of this shit was from the trauma, right? Trauma, you guys. We're gonna hammer that. If you're locked in for this journey, man, I'm so grateful for you, right? I don't care if I just had one person out there that I'm impacting. Guess what? I truly believe to impact one person's life, to get them to start making some changes, that changes the whole world. And you just don't know how the effects ripple out. And so it's what keeps me coming back, you guys. This week, I really put out that call to get people to reach out to me, right? And it's not even just for help, man. Maybe it's just giving me a fucking high five. Pow, good job, bro. Proud of you. Can't believe you've been showing up, man. Can't believe you're doing this message. And, you know, I've had it all. I've had the 2 a.m. calls, people very desperate, people in a major state of suffering, right? And I've had just some very surprising uh, conversations and connections with people that I would have never thought would have transpired. But I put this message out, and I've reconnected with a lot of people from my past, a lot of old friends and you know, associates, and it's been very refreshing to know that this message has resonated with so many people, right? Now, whether it's causing you on the receiving end of this message to truly examine yourself, that's on you. I don't need credit for any of that. I'm just going to keep broadcasting and producing this content every single day. I'm committed. I'm committed to that above and beyond all things. And I got some really big responsibilities, some big opportunities, business moves coming up, right? And that's another piece of this pie that is going to shock some of you guys, man. When you start seeing that the comeback is, man, this comeback is about to go big. We're about to level up. And I believe every single one of you is capable of doing what I've done, if not greater, right? Because it really depends on your spirit, your energy, your willingness, your drive, your hunger to look at your life from a fresh perspective, and just find those opportunities that you can grow and learn, and maybe look at things that you've been holding on to that aren't meant for you. And that's a scary fucking thing, man. That's a scary thing, to let go of things you care about, but you know that it's not bringing you peace. It's bringing you a lot more pain and suffering, and yet we're afraid, right? We're afraid to let go of something that we're familiar with, right? You know, and I think that's something that I'm just challenging you guys to really examine in your life. I don't care where you're at in life. I think there's opportunities for all of us to make improvements. And the program I bring here is very comprehensive, because it includes just the total body, right? From the mindfulness to the physical, right? To the internal, what we're ingesting, putting into our bodies, to also just, the professional development, to trying to improve yourself, learn new skills, to give yourself more value for the marketplace, so that you can, change your circumstances if you're not happy. If you don't wake up happy and excited. I mean, how many of y'all are fucking super, super psyched that tomorrow's Monday and you get to go and mix it up at work with your job and your, coworkers and your bosses and your supervisors, or you're the supervisor and you get to mix it up with all your workers? I mean, how many of you guys really are that excited for that type, for life, where you're like, hell yeah, can't wait. I'm so excited to jump back into all that work that I left from last week. I mean, I don't think a lot of people are truly living life according to their will, to your will, right? Are you living life according to your desire, right? Or are you having to settle for something because that's the hand you got dealt? You got told that, hey, in this life, you gotta settle for this. You're gonna have to get that job, and then maybe if you're lucky, you'll have benefits, because if you go to college, you'll get benefits and you'll get PTO, so you can go on vacations once a year. And it's like every day should be an adventure. Every day should be a part of your journey, and it should give you joy, and you should be excited, and you should have an awareness that regardless of your circumstance, whether you're like me, I feel like I'm really starting to crank up, man. It's like the launching pad is, the rocket's about to fucking blast. Or if you're fucking just nosediving and you're getting ready to crash, or you're just in that bottom, right? You're in that fucking pit, that you can start making some mental changes today that can truly start to impact your future in a positive way. But you have to break free from the fucking vicious cycle of beating yourself up, judging yourself harshly, right? Being so externally focused on what everyone else is doing, all this shit that's going on around you, you guys. So many of us are so dang externally focused that we don't realize, man, how much fucking energy we're wasting on bullshit, man. You get caught up in all these social things, get triggered by every fucking little thing that someone else posts, as if somehow you have to care about it. How many of y'all motherfuckers just go around and it's just like you care about what everyone else is putting out there, or you think that you're right all the time, right? I've flirted with that a lot, right? That I'm right. And what's funny is, like, in our own minds, in our own ways, our feelings, our thoughts are valid for who we are. But when we try to, confront people and have conflict with other people because they are saying something that is opposing to our beliefs, that's what gets us fucked up, right? That's a waste of energy. Right? I don't think it's any of our jobs to truly contend with people and try and change people's minds and their opinions. I think the most empowering thing you can do is just find your truth, like your truth, not, oh, my truth is that this political party is superior to that political party. Like, that's still not about you. Like, you need to know just your personal truth, your story, what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel what makes you want to be more loving to yourself, and then ultimately be more loving to people around you, right? What makes you mad as hell, right? And then what makes you want to then be mad at everyone else around you. And it's self-regulation, right? It's being able to have some emotional restraint, right? To be able to control your emotions a little more and not be so fucking knee jerk to just snap at people because they put something up or they say something that you personalize. You think it's an attack. You think they're tearing you down. That for them to have their view means that your view is invalid. And it's like, that's such a psychological drama that we play out in our heads, right? And a lot of it has to do with, again, the traumas that we faced as children. If we were terrorized, if we ever felt terror as a small child by our close, parents, even starting with our parents, siblings, relatives. I mean, as a child, to feel terror, to be terrorized when you can't express the words and you don't have the cognitive development going on mentally for you to be able to process and express it. You're just feeling this terror. Well, you carry around that feeling the rest of your life, and anything that comes across as being frightening or scary, I mean, it all plays itself out for the rest of our lives. Those early recordings of our experiences. And I really want to just keep peeling back on that. But I was thinking about the gratitude. I was also thinking today about yesterday. I'm always talking about that motherfucking bitch voice, right? You got to tell it, shut the fuck up. You tell it however you want, right? But yesterday, I did the show, and I really had no excuse to not go to try yoga again. But my ego, man, that little bitch voice, tried to talk me out of that shit. Like, so just because I'm 10 years fucking sober, just because I'm really living a transformed life right now, and the abundance is just starting to pour in right now in all kinds of incredible ways, that don't mean that it's a done deal. This is a daily routine for me, you guys. This is my lifestyle. And that's what I'm trying to sell to you fuckers, right? I'm trying to present this in a way that poses a possibility for you to incorporate either all of this shit, one little piece of this stuff, right? Or maybe just nothing. Maybe you just need to hear the inspiration, right? My tone is enough to just kind of get you thinking about shit and starting to move in a better direction in your life. I truly believe that a lot of these pieces, that when you start putting them all together, man, there's going to be some breakthrough. But I was thinking about how it never ends, you guys. It never fucking ends, man. Right? I can tell you the thoughts I had yesterday when it came to going to yoga. Right? I had no valid reason not to. I didn't have any other fucking appointments. I didn't have another obligation. Total free space of time in the middle of my day. And yet I get on I'm thinking, I did it last week. I'm good, and then I get on the website where you have to like register. And I saw that, man, there's a lot of people registered this week. It's almost a full class. I'm like, I don't want to be in a full class. That's too many people. Right. So it's all these fucking thoughts, man, all this resistance. It's resistance, you guys. It's this mental resistance of trying to talk yourself out of doing shit that fucking is good for you. And it doesn't stop, man. You got to formulate discipline in your life to punch through this fucking barriers, man. And it was like, then I was like, I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, dude, I'm not a yoga person. Like, come on, man. That's not your style, dude. But then I think back and I was like, but I really liked it. I thought it was cool. It was new. It was new. It was uncomfortable. Like, I didn't know all the fucking moves. So I'm kind of like a little, when it's like Simon Says, I'm trying to like follow people and I'm having to look all around, it's that new little bit of awkwardness thing, but you got to go in there with confidence and an openness, right? That's what it takes. It takes raising your hand and saying, hey, I'm willing to try something new, and I'm willing to make an ass of myself doing it. Just
because I want to have that new experience. And I talked in the very, very first week about how the minute you do anything new, doesn't matter how significant, small, could be the tiniest little thing, you guys. One little decision, it changes your universe because you can't delete it. Like now that I had done yoga, I can never undo that. And I am a new person from that experience. I have new information. I have a new experience. I had new energy. I met new people, right? And that shifts my universe. And it sounds like that's fucking weird, but it's true. And yet here I was a week later having the bitch voice fucking play its little game in my fucking head to convince me that I didn't need to go, that it wasn't that important. And, you know, I had other things to do, which was what? I didn't have nothing else fucking going on. I mean, I could have went and done a hike, but I'll tell you what, man, I finally just fucking just said, you know what, fuck it, man. Just pay for the class, register, and go show up. Set an intention that I'm gonna show up, right? It's the worst thing that's gonna happen, man. What's the worst fucking thing that's gonna happen? I'm gonna learn some new things, right? Get in a car accident on the way. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think about all that. And that's the problem. We overthink too much shit and we talk ourselves out. I'm the worst. I'm the worst at fucking trying to talk myself out of shit. I can't tell you how bad I tried to talk myself out of doing this. It's all on me. And then committing myself to doing it every fucking day. When I'll be honest with you, a lot of times in the past, man, I haven't followed through with a lot of shit. And this is just hitting different for me. And I hope it's hitting different for you guys as the audience, as the, you know, people that are stepping up and are getting attracted to this message and to my content, that you guys are like, fuck yeah, this is badass. And a lot of motherfuckers, you know, I took a lot of heat, man. I've had a lot of nasty bullshit, a lot of nasty motherfuckers come at me. And it's sad, man. It's sad, right? Some of y'all motherfuckers that came at me, right? I'm just over there cursing. You know, I'm not cursing at any individual. I don't think you guys have ever heard me literally start calling someone out in my life and cursing them up like personal insults. And I had some motherfucking nasty motherfuckers this month. And y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. Because some of these people, they go around, man. These are like people of faith, right? And I know they don't represent everyone. They're just having their own insecurity. I think that's the place where I cannot detach, is that I know these people are just having their own insecurities. They're, you know, this message scares them and it causes them to speak out of their own context. But it really says that there's probably some unresolved shit there. And I can have compassion with that now, as opposed to getting defensive and want to fucking reattack that shit. I just let it go, man. I can let that shit go. But it's sad. It's sad that a lot of you motherfuckers toot your little high fucking moral standings, and it's not just even in faith, man. Some of y'all think you got the fucking high ground just because of your political views, and that's a bunch of bullshit, man. Ain't none of us better than any motherfucker. Right? We're all in the same boat. It don't matter your wealth, your status, your power, your fucking position in life, that don't change you, right? That doesn't change a person on the inside, right? You project that shit on the outside, but that don't change who you are. And it's nasty, right? It was some of the shit I had, fucking nasty motherfucking shit, man. And it was in response to me putting out just my truth. And someone unbecoming what they're at least the mask, right? They're wearing that mask saying, I'm this person, but inside they're not. And I know that that's what's hitting a lot of you guys, is this message is total fucking ownership, right? We're not no bullshit. Every fucking day, man, it's got to be about total ownership in life, right? You got to take fucking control of your life. I see friends that are hurting, man, from, you know, just relationships, family relationships, friendships, right? Intimate relationships. Relationships are such a big piece of our life. And I've been putting it out there all this week, man. If you want to improve the relationships with the people you have around you, right? It starts with improving the relationship you have with yourself. It starts with that internal dialogue, right? It starts with doing what? Journaling every day, man. You ain't going to figure this shit out just in your fucking head. There's too many different voices coming through. There's too many different fucking scenarios playing out in our head, that until we start actually taking control of our story through a journaling process, through writing some shit down, then it's then that I fully believe 100% that it starts to become a lot more clear as to what really matters to you, what's really going to get you fucking down the road in a better place, in a place that you desire to be, that you belong, right? Which is on solid ground, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, just feeling healthy, feeling youthful, right? But if you're feeling fucking drained and just like shit every fucking day, man, like reach the fuck out to me. Let's talk. Let me just fucking kind of come alongside you. I ain't trying to charge for none of this shit. I'm willing to just be here, man. And I've been accessible to a lot of people, man. A lot of phone calls, a lot of fucking DMs, a lot of very, you know, a lot of amazing encounters, connections that I'm eternally grateful that it took, that you were courageous enough to reach out and just seek some guidance, seek some another person's perspective. And I do value those of you that have trusted me enough blindly, right? Not fully knowing me, just knowing that, look, this motherfucker's pretty open, but how is he going to handle my situation? It's scary. It's scary to trust someone with your dark secrets, with your shame and the things that you feel bad about in life. You know, and there's so much out there in social media and memes about, you know, hiding your shit. Make sure you don't tell people because they'll be your enemy next. And it's like, come on, man, you need to get rid of those motherfuckers. Quit fucking around with people like that, right? If people ain't cheering you on when you're fucking rocking and rolling, or helping you up, encouraging you when you're down, I mean, you know, it sucks, man. It sucks, right? Ending a 21-year marriage that had just run its course was a difficult thing, man, but it was the right thing to do. And looking back, it was the best fucking decision to make. And that sounds crazy because, you know, you're having a breakup of family. You know, we got kids. My kids are upstairs getting ready and stuff. And, you know, I had a conversation with my ex-wife the other day, and, you know, there's always ways to improve. And I think even in this process, you know, I have to say, hey, I feel like I've been a pretty good co-parent, but I know I haven't been the best, and I'm going to continue to improve, continue to be a better co-parent, step up, and just continue to try and do the best that I can, right? Becoming the best version of myself. And as I do that, man, that's going to pay dividends for those people around me, right? Not harboring fucking resentment and anger and frustration, right? I mean, if there's people that just are draining you of your life force, you got to cut them off. You got two choices in that situation. You either just cut them off, right? Because you know they ain't going to fucking change. Or two, you need to have a heart to heart with them and bury the hatchet, but establish some new boundaries. And you let them know, hey, the way that things have been working between us is not good for my mental health. It's not good for my emotional health. It's not good for my life, right? For my energy. And I'm willing to see what I can do to improve the relationship. You got to take that total fucking ownership, right? The ownership is, okay, what can you do to change the relationship, the dynamic? And if, you know, because again, if you're just trying to blame the other person for the reason why the relationship's fucked up, that's a loser's mentality, right? Because they do say if one person changes within a dynamic of any relationship, I'm not just talking about intimate relationship. This could be with a fucking son and a daughter. It could be a father and a son, father and a mother, you know, just all these relationships. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. That you are the one that needs to change, because you can't fucking change someone else. You can't just chew someone's ass and expect them to fucking respond and say, oh yeah, I'm going to fucking totally change for you. Most people are going to tell you, fuck you, man. Right? They're going to get offended. They're going to feel like, oh, I'm not good enough for you. Oh, you're too good for me. Like, people just, they can't handle that shit. That's why when I came out with this message, motherfuckers started reading into it, all kinds of stuff. They heard the vulgarity, the explicit lyrics. This guy's cursing up a storm. Oh my God, is he okay? Is he angry? Is he mad? I'm probably the happiest motherfucker out there. Just because I'm using explicit language, you know, it's really suitable for the day and age that we live in, you guys. But it's really also a reflection of the culture I grew up in. You know, I grew up in the 90s, man. You know, we had fucking gangster rap, man. Motherfucking 2 Live Crew, NWA, right? All this crazy shit. Even just the TV shows that we used to watch, man. Scarface, we talking about Scarface the other day, man. Fuck. That's the culture. That's the culture I grew up in, and I know that that's the Gen X, right? And you see it more and more, right? I don't look at it as being a decay. That if the way we use fucking curse words is the decay of society, come on now. There's a lot more bullshit that's contributing to the decay of our society that who the fuck knows, man. Every time I walk through that grocery store, them shelves get less and less, man. We start running out of some shit. People gonna start getting a little fucking crazy out there. Motherfuckers are getting a little cray-cray. And you better be ready to fucking fight. You better be ready to defend yourself. So I'm trying to tell you motherfuckers, all you warriors that are sitting on the fucking sideline, man, acting like your battles are done. No, 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 no. Every day you wake up, man, the battle may just be telling that bitch voice to shut the fuck up. So you can go fucking hit the gym. So you can go get that exercise. So you can say no to the fucking TV for 6 hours today. So you can say fucking no to the fucking junk food and start eating some fucking healthy shit. And not making it like this painful process. I was talking to someone yesterday. I was talking about switching to this vegan thing. Man, most of you motherfuckers that switch to these diets, it's like this painful thing. It's not you're missing substance. You're eating these tiny little fucking meals that don't fill you up. I eat huge meals. Look, man. Look at this fucking coffee cup. Look, I gotta keep going back. This is my fucking shake right here. This is my nutrition shake. This is a big motherfucking cup, man. This is the biggest fucking metal coffee cup they got. Look how big that sucker is. 64 ounce, man. It's the biggest cup, man. And it's full of And this shake alone, 2 bananas, 2 carrots, big old fucking red beet. I got some hemp seeds, got my hemp protein in there, got an orange, about a half a cup of oats. What else did I put in there today? A little bit of cocoa nibs. I think that's it. Oh, spinach. A shit ton of spinach, and I put strawberries in today. Frozen strawberries. A lot of times I'll use either blueberries or mango in there. But that's every day, man. That's every day, that nutrition bomb. It's just packed with it's about 600 calories worth of fucking nutrition bomb, man. Fills me up. But again, it's not juiced. So it has all the substance out of it. A lot of y'all are getting into this juicing thing, man. That shit, it doesn't fill you up. It comes out the way it goes in, and it doesn't leave substance so that you feel full and you feel fucking healthy. But nutrition's a big part of it. The sober life has been an amazing journey, you guys. And as we get ready to step into a new month, man, there's big shit going down in my life. I hope there's some big things happening in your life, but you got to make that fucking shit happen. Don't just be sitting there waiting for blessings. I'm just waiting for the blessing, just waiting. I'm just waiting. There's one thing to be waiting, to be patient about shit. But there's a lot of us motherfuckers that are just sitting there using that as a fucking scapegoat, knowing that we need to take some action. We need to do some shit to put this body in motion, start using our brains, using our bodies to start fucking bringing about the manifestation of what we want. So that this time next year, you're in a better place. Every single one of us should be thinking we're in a better place, and not just because COVID goes away. You should be moving and navigating through life with a focus and an aim that is going to put you in a better place. Whether COVID is worse than it is now or worse than it ever has been, can you be in a fucking better place, right? Can you show up with an attitude of gratitude on your fucking worst day to the job? Or are you the fucking nag bag that brings everybody down? You're fucking hurting. Every motherfucker needs to hurt, right? That's miserable. That's miserable, you guys. And even recently, I've been through some big shit recently. Negative, bad shit. But it don't fucking rock me the way it used to. It doesn't mean I don't have to process the pain and the hurt. But I can stay grounded and I can stick to my program. And it gives me an edge. It keeps my cup full. It doesn't let me fucking get empty, burning out. Exhausted mentally and emotionally, man. And I hope you guys will fucking continue to check in. I hope that somebody here today is going to hear this message and say, you know, I'm going to hit him up. I'm going to be out there skiing on the mountain today. But let's touch base this week, man. If you're someone that wants to touch base, this would be a great week to touch base with me. I'm available. I'll meet you in person if you're here in Santa Fe, or if you just want to I do a lot of phone calls, right? I really like to connect with people. But just remember, man, that bitch voice, it don't shut the fuck up. You can silence it, but it doesn't stop fucking trying to get you to take the easy street, to stay in the comfort zone, right? And if you want to grow, you got to get out of your comfort zone. But just know, man, if you're having struggles in relationships, you're the key to your happiness, right? Don't give that key to someone else. And if you have given that key to someone else, that's a lot of pressure for somebody. Think about it. If you're that person that you know, and I was in the most recent relationship I was in, all the heartache and pain and all this shit. You know, I remember just constantly hearing, not constantly, but I would just hear it a lot, you know, I'm just not happy and this bullshit. And it's like, you know, that would just put so much pressure. Like if there was something I could do to make this person be happy or stay happy. And it's like, no, man, if someone's not happy, if you're not happy, it ain't no one's fucking responsibility. That shit is your responsibility. Your happiness is your state of being when no one else is around. And it shouldn't take a bunch of people coming in around you for you to feel good about yourself. And that's the challenge here, is what does that journey look like for you to get to that place? I can try and help you get there, but for me, it's taken a lot. It's taken therapy, hypnotherapy, a lot of hiking, a lot of exercise, changing my nutrition, living a sober fucking lifestyle, right? Going back to school, being willing to do new things. Like everything just comes together, and then the breakthroughs happen, man. And it feels great. But I got to get going, you guys. I'm fucking super excited for my day. I'm super excited for your day if you're actually going to get out the fucking house instead of making excuses. Got to watch the games. Got to watch the championships. Man, I can't miss who's going to be in the Super Bowl. Shit. I thought that's what ESPN was for, man. Fox Sports. Can't you watch the fucking highlights tonight? But you got to watch the performers perform. You do you. I'm going to do me. I'm going to love being outdoors, up on the fucking ski lift, man. I hope everybody has a safe, wonderful rest of your day. Start thinking about February. Finish this month strong. We got today and tomorrow in January. The way you finish is the way you start the next month. So finish fucking strong. Make some new decisions today, you guys. Come on now. Let's get some new things in. Do something for you. Do something kind. Quit making the motherfucking excuses, because remember, results kill.